Magic the Gathering is a game that's played in 71 countries officially and printed in about 11 different languages. It's a pretty inclusive game when you really think about it culturally. 43% of all players, casual or competitive, are women. However, when you look at the competitive arena, only about 10% of competitive players are female. Playing Magic competitively doesn't just mean at the highest levels of the Pro Tour or Grand Prix where you've got tens of thousands of dollars on the line. I'm even talking about Friday Night Magic, where it's normal to be the only girl in the room.
And it was the first time I'd ever done a GP, and it was going pretty cool. And there's this lady, and she has this amazing short hair, bright colored hair, and she comes up to me, and she starts treating me the way I often treat other women, in that she's trying to encourage me to play Magic. And she's being so encouraging and so nice. And I'm sitting here going, wow, is that how I sort of seem? Oh, it's really odd to be on this side of it. And it turns out her name's Jackie Lee. She seemed really nice. And as I'm playing and playing, I suddenly spot this very nice lady sitting at a table higher than me. This is weird. This is really weird. Now, people sit at tables higher than me all the time. That's fine. But female people don't typically sit at tables higher than me. I mean, but she's doing better than me. And so I look her up, and I discover that there's female pros who aren't me. And it's very conflicting, because on one side, I'm very happy. I like that there's female pros. I think it's important for other women in the game to have people to look up to. But on the other side, it's a competition, it's a competitiveness instinct which appears to only apply to other women. So it's very bittersweet, because I celebrate Jackie and I want her to do amazing and I want her to kick ass and I want her to represent, and I really want to face her and beat her. Hi, Jackie, if you're watching. One of the biggest problems is that, particularly if you are like me and you are at a GP without your husband, because he was a member of Morg, and he did play a lot of games then, but Magic was never one he got into, and so he doesn't do that. I get a lot of guys who, well, not a lot in terms of percent, a lot in terms of, because there's 2,000 people there. If one does that, it's a very tiny percent, but it's still very annoying to me, who assume that if I am not at an event with my husband, that my marriage must not be going well, and that maybe they have a shot at dating the Magic playing girl. No, you don't. My liking Magic by myself, even though my husband doesn't mean that my marriage is in a bad place. You have no chance. Go the fuck away.
When I first learned to play, I noticed that a lot of the players who've been playing a long time, it's not that they don't want to teach you, but you do kind of feel a little stupid, because a lot of stuff to experienced players is just common sense. It's ingrained in them, so they don't explain it because they don't realize it's necessary. So you start to feel inferior because you're not getting everything you need to learn how to play the game, because to them it's just second nature, so they don't understand that it's something that they should be explaining to you. And then there's a line where there's a lot to know about Magic. There's a lot of rules, there's a lot of mechanics, And if you start trying to teach somebody and you're teaching them too much, they're going to get overwhelmed. So there's a real fine line when you're trying to teach or learn how to play Magic, and I find that it can cause a few people to shy away, because it is kind of hard in the beginning to realize the direction you want to take. Because I run the store, I demand a certain amount of respect from my customers and my players, and they know that if that's not given, then they'll be leaving. Like, it's not up for debate. And I'm not always the only girl in the room. We have been gradually getting some more, which I think is really good. I think more, when I notice being judged more is not being female, it's being like the tournament organizer or being the judge, because right now I'm a level 0 judge, which means I'm studying to be level 1, which means I can judge like F&M or like casual events, drafts and stuff like that. And a lot of the players, male or female, don't really respect the fact that I am a judge because I've been playing for such little time compared to them.